You're watching the Highlight Zone with Wayne 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
With Bishop Dwenger, you just have to be physical.
They are a dangerous team.
This is a very important game to us.
We try to just take 1 week at a time.
Dwenger is just a traditional program.
We're preparing, and this is a very important game. We're ready.
I'm looking forward to the atmosphere here at Shields Field and just the noisy crowd.
Well, it felt like a sauna tonight here in the Summit City. Pretty apropos because, well, the football was heating up across the SAC. Yeah, the title chase in that conference. Pretty wild headline by a budding rivalry renewed. Colton Howard kicks off your coverage with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Colton.
That's right, Glenn. The Saints beat the Legends in 2 hotly contested games last season, once in the regular season, then by a touchdown for the sectional championship. Would it be redemption or repeat at Shields Field, Northside at Bishop Dwenger? It's your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Here we go. The Saints ranked 3rd in the 4A state polls. Dwenger coming off a 43-27 win over Wayne. The Legends looking to bounce back after a last-second heartbreaker against Snider. In the first quarter, Saints with the ball, but Evan Springer's pass is picked off by Jordan Turner. Rodney Woods scoring 6 a little later on a scoop and score. Now a 6-0 Northside lead on the kickoff. Henry O'Keefe takes his shot at a big play. At 5'10", O'Keefe looks like he's running for his life, but it's working. Gets pushed out of bounds just shy of the goal line. The Saints scoring a few plays later. In the second quarter, Saints with a 9-6 lead now. Springer sending a ringer over to Ted Steele, and the man of steel is in there for the score. Teddy Boy with 2 touchdowns before the half. Saints coming out of halftime happy but not satisfied. Once again, it's the man of steel, Teddy for the tutty. He's in there like swimwear once more for his 3rd touchdown of the game, pushing Dwenger to a 23-point lead. And in the 4th and final quarter, the Saints putting it away with this Aziz Dixon score, and Bishop Dwenger wins it 39-13.
First half, we started off kind of slow. Second quarter, I thought we really, still first half, but still got things going a little bit. And then second half, we just kind of had it right where we wanted and just could do it.
Well, a lot of adversity on our side. Our defense stepped up, and special teams kind of got us going there. So thanks be to God for that. It's a great opponent. Shout out to all the guys at home. We had 25 guys at home tonight, so all the brothers at home, we played it for you. But yeah, we overcame some adversity. It was a rough week. A week of a lot of distraction, adversity, guys being out. We showed that a little bit on offense, but I think we settled down in the second half. We were able to run the ball, and we did a good job.
The SAC is always tricky. Next up, Northside hosts CARROLL next week, while Dwenger is at Southside. Glenn, back to you.
All right, thank you, Colton. Last week, Nick Telemonte is booting a 48-yard field goal as Snider beat Northside on the final play of the game. Would it be another instant classic for the Panthers this week against CARROLL? Well, it would, but it'd be for the Chargers. First quarter, no Jeff Becker, no problem. Owen Shealy to Jamison Coverstone. Couldn't cover Coverstone. He had 10 receptions for 229 and 3 TDs. Second quarter, Tyrese Brown moving the chains. You're going to see Luke Halpert cap off his Snider drive, and the Panthers led 7-6. Still in the second, Shealy over the middle, looking for Cooper Rudolph. He finds him. It's a first down. Then Dylan Bennett would finish off the drive for Doug Dinan and the Chargers. But Snider would answer this one back and forth all night. You're going to see Brown with the touchdown, but it's CARROLL and Shealy pulling it out 29-28 Chargers over Panthers. Two-time defending SAC champ Homestead with its home opener as the Spartans hosting a Concordia team that put up 42 points in week 1. This game was about instant offense for the Spartans. First quarter, Gage Sparrow on the jet sweep right for the touchdown. It's 7-0 Spartans. Still in the first, it's 21-zip Homestead. Brett Fuchs with a touchdown run. He ran 8 times for 102 yards and a pair of TDs, and it's 28-0 after 1. Second quarter, Concordia gets on the board. Eli Maddox to Xander Pratt. It's a touchdown, 28-7, but Peyton Slavin really starting to settle in at the quarterback position. It's a lot easier when you got a guy like Nate Anderson. Anderson, 5 catches, $129 and 2 TDs, including that one. Homestead, a big win, 59-14 over Concordia. After beating Carroll last week, Bishop Luers ascending to the top spot in the 2A state poll. The Knights hosting Sherwood Haydock and the Wayne Generals. First quarter, Carson Clark to Aiden Dennis, and Dennis is a menace. 52 yards for the former Huntington North Viking. It's a touchdown, 7-0, Luers just like that. Third and long, the Luers D stepping up. Devon Doty with a sack. That would force a punt. And on the ensuing drive, Sir Hale gets knighted. 22 carries, 143 yards, and 3 TDs. That was a 4-yard touchdown run there, 14-0 Luers. Later, Wayne gets on the board. Lamarion Nelson, a name to know for the future, a 20-yard scamper. He had 155 yards, but Luers improves to 2-0 with a 47-26 win. Final stop in the SAC, Southside looking for their first win under new head coach Guy Lee. The Archers playing host to Northrop. Second quarter action, it's 7-6 Northrop. Southside's Quincy English to Jalen Lattimore. Lattimore, one of the more physically imposing players in the SAC. It's a first down, but same drive, Northrop's Jalen Williams. Watch this, the diving interception for the Bruins. And then, very next play, Mikael Neighbors. 87 yards for the Bruins as he cuts upfield, and Jason Dorfler's team would be up 14-6 at Jack Weicker Stadium. You're going to see more D from Northrop here. It's Rashawn Boone with an interception, but Southside with a big second half to come back and win its first victory for Guy Lee at Southside, 26-14. Well, we are 1 week closer to finding out who rings the SAC's victory bell at the end of the year. But here in week 2, some of the best matchups taking place outside the Fort Wayne city limits. Up in Butler, a big-time matchup of small school powers as Adams Central battles Eastside to go down to the wire. In Leo, the Purple Pride squaring off against a swarm of Angola Hornets. Plenty of offense there. And South Adams made it to state last year. They're back in Bern for their home opener tonight. All that, plus trips to Garrett, Columbia City, Bluffton, and more, next in the Highlight Zone.
All right, time to get lit. Not that kind of lit. Starfire lit!
Welcome back to the Highlight Zone, Wayne 15. Go Lions!
Well, they may have relatively small enrollments, but if you want to talk big-time matchups here in week 2, you better banter about the boys up in Butler. A good one. Adams Central ranked 3rd in the 1A state poll. Eastside 7th in 2A. It was 14-13 Eastside at half. Late third quarter, Dax Holman with a touchdown for Eastside. The Blazers led 21-13 heading into the 4th. Late in the 4th, right about 2 minutes left, you're going to see Ryan Black go to the air. The Adams Central quarterback looking for one of his favorite targets, Nick Neuenschwander. He cuts upfield. It's a big first down in the Blazers' territory. Later on the drive, Black looking to throw again. Brayson Yergler. Watch the move as he cuts on a dime. It's a touchdown. Now it's 21-19. Adams Central has to go for 2 and go for the tie. AC, you know they run the football. They do it well, but Eastside can play some D. Oh, yeah. Eastside's defense stops the 2-point conversion, and that seals it. Blazers over Jets, 21-19.
You know, obviously they're a tough team, and they played us tough. We knew they were. We just had to execute, and we knew we had to finish the fight. Both teams were tired. We went into halftime, and, you know, we just came out and we said we had to finish the fight no matter what it takes.
This is by far our biggest game of the regular season, and we needed to win this game to just keep our season going. And having it at home is just that much better.
Yeah, great win for Eastside. Garrett is your reigning ops team of the week after an overtime win at New Haven last Friday. The Railroaders looking to stay on track as they took on county rival DeKalb. First quarter action, Aiden Lytle scrambling. And, yeah, that's a first down for Chris DePue and the Railroaders. Second quarter action, Lytle looking and finding Christian Hess for a touchdown. He was open at 7-0 Railroaders. And the Railroaders doing some nice defensive play as well. DeKalb looking, Tegan Erk intercepted by Carson Harder. And Garrett off to a 2-0 start. The Railroaders over DeKalb, 28-7 the final. Yeah, it's non-conference, but these two have had some good battles over the last few years. We're talking 4A number 4 Leo hosting Angola first quarter. It's Jackson Barber with the keeper. Two-point conversion was good as Leo built a 15-0 lead, and they weren't done. The Purple Pride. So many options on the ground. Carson Hepner up the gut. It's 28-0 Leo in the first. Second quarter, more of the same. Mason Sharon would break free. Touchdown there. 385 yards of rushing for Leo in this one as Leo built a 43-zip lead. Angola gets on the board with the field goal, but the Lions roll in this one over the Hornets 50-10. After a 35-zip win in Winchester last Friday, 1A number 1 South Adams hosting county rival Belmont at Starfire Field. A.J. Dole, sharp as a tack. It's a touchdown run in the first. 7-0 South Adams. But Belmont, what do they like to do? Well, they like to run the triple option. They like to ground and pound. They like to run the football. Isaac Botkins does just that, and it's knotted at 7 in the first. South Adams, Owen Warner in at quarterback, looking, and this one would be tipped, but right into the hands of Jordan Hinshaw. That's a big first down deep into Belmont territory. Maverick Somerset would punch this one in as South Adams wins over Belmont 34-7. Starfires looking good. Columbia City, a nice second half to rally to beat Busco last week. Columbia City ranked 17th in 4A. They welcomed in a Delta team ranked 12th. Second quarter, it's 7-0 Delta, but not for long. Abe Barrera gets free here. Ball pops out around the goal line. Hunter Heron, though, is Johnny on the spot for Columbia City. He recovers for the touchdown, and it knocks the game at 7. Still in the second quarter, Columbia City's defense coming up with some big plays. They force the turnover. Fumble recovery goes to Brett Fox's club. They would take advantage with Garrett Kleffiker. He nails a 28-yard field goal. Columbia City takes a 10-7 lead, but Delta would come back to win this one 14-10 at Columbia City. At Huntington North last year for historic Craig Bond Field as the Vikings hosting new coach Grant Segunda and the Jay County Patriots. This had plenty of offense early on. First quarter, Noah Wagner. That's some good old-fashioned Huntington North style football. 76 yards for Bob Prescott's team, and it's 6-0 Huntington North early. Jay County counters. Quinn Faulkner. Kid is a player. Look how hard he's running. Nobody's going to get him as he makes the sweet move right there. 60 yards on the touchdown. Jay County takes a 7-6 lead. We're still in the first quarter. More ground game. Noah Wagner again. 12-7 Huntington North as Huntington North goes on to beat Jay County 45-13. Out in Monroeville, Heritage hosting Norwell. The Knights ranked 12th this week in the 3A state poll, and they were running with very effective means today. Ball on the 19. Luke Graff kind of walks his way in. 2 minutes into this game, it's 7-0 Norwell. Later in the first, John Colbert. It's pronounced Colbert, but if you took French in high school, it's probably Colbert. 72 yards for Colbert, and we would call his name once more. You're going to see Colbert again in the first. This upcoming touchdown makes it 21-0. Colbert had 9 carries for $173 and 3 TDs as Norwell rolls over Heritage 49-0. At New Haven, the Bulldogs looking for win number 1 in the Kyle Brewer era. Not going to be easy when you host 2A number 3 Eastbrook. Eastbrook going to the air. They're known for running the football, but Jeff Engel finds Isaiah Dalton for a touchdown, and in the second quarter, it's 21-6 Eastbrook. Fast forward to the third. New Haven didn't have a whole lot going on offense here. Eastbrook's D combining for the sack, and then you'll see Eastbrook's Gage Engel pound one at home as Eastbrook wins at John Young Stadium 42-6 over New Haven. Down in Bluffton, Tigers are supposed to play Manchester, but Manchester out with some COVID-related issues, so they scheduled Hamilton Heights at the last minute, and Hamilton Heights looking good here in the second quarter. Guy Griffey with a touchdown run. Hamilton Heights led 7-6 after that. A little bit later, some special teams. You see the punt kind of go haywire, and Bluffton would recover It was touched at the line, so Bluffton, yeah, they could jump on it and recover the football. Still 7-6. Lucas Hunt, the new quarterback for Bluffton, he gets in with a touchdown, but unfortunately Bluffton falls in this one, 21-14 to Hamilton Heights. Final stop, Fairfield, the reigning NECC Big Division champ. The Falcons looking to bounce back after a Week 1 loss. They were down 21-0 at the half. In the third, that was Jonathan Eastet, makes it 21-8. Then in the fourth, Fairfield's Austin Custer now makes it a 21-16 game. Unfortunately, Fairfield was not able to come all the way back despite a strong second half as Fairfield falls to South Bend Adams 29-16. Stay tuned, more Highlight Zone, including your gem of the night, next.
We'll be right back on the Highlight Zone.
It's the best of the best.
You can forget the rest.
It's the #1 highlight.
Here's your gem of the night.
Well, last Friday for Week 1, it was Concordia's Eli Maddox and Jace Parnin bringing home the crown jewel of the Highlight Zone. Of course, we're talking about the Peter Franklin Jewelers Gem of the Night. Could someone top it in Week 2? Well, we are about to find out. With that, we present you with your Gem of the Night here for Week 2. And yeah, it was defense in the clutch. Under 2 minutes to go. Adams Central down to 21-19. They go for 2 to tie things up, but the East Side defense says no. The wall of green penetrating that AC backfield. Not easy to do because you know the Jets are known for running the football. Dalton Reed and company sealing it for East Side, stopping the 2-point conversion to win it for East Side by 2. That's your Peter Franklin Jewelers Gem of the Night. Key games for next week: undefeated Bishop Luers at undefeated Homestead. CARROLL is at Northside. Leo at Norwell. That'll be a good one. South Adams at Bluffton. Well, it's a rivalry game up in Garrett. The Railroaders 2-0 as they host Churubusco. Well, that is going to do it here for Week 2 on the Highlight Zone. For Colton, I'm Glenn, and we'll see you next Friday night for Week 3 when conference play begins in earnest all around Northeast Indiana.